So yesterday was the first day of the DNC convention, and we will be talking about the protests later on. However, what I do want to bring up is the fact that there were speeches done at the DNC convention. Now, first of all, I want to tip my hat off to the crew of Due Dissidents, Russell and Keaton. I don't know how you sat through it. And number two, to the audiences, you guys are made out of strong stuff. I also sat through it as well. I was kind of burnt out yesterday. It was just a lot of walking, a lot of filming, a lot of collaborating, a lot of talking. But the thing is about the DNC convention is that it's been hyped up as this thing that is oh so fantastic. But yet one has to wonder, Democrats, I have to wonder, your first day at the DNC convention at the United Center, and for those who don't know, the United Center is a very big, beautiful building, so big and so huge. How could you not fill it up? Because this segment is titled Epic Fails of the First Day of the DNC Convention. And I'm talking about speeches that are cringeworthy. I'm talking about segments in which should reveal to all of you that the Democrats are not serious people. And that all this hype around Kamala, and look, I'm going to be clear here. It's 50-50. I'm going to call it 50-50. All depends on who's going to pull out the most votes or voters to vote for them, Trump or Kamala. But if you cannot, and I want to be very clear, if you cannot fill up a full stadium, already epic fail. This is the United Center. Where are the crowds of people? When I was at the Wells Fargo Center with Daniel way back in 2016 in the great city of Philadelphia, that whole area was freaking packed. Democrats. Oh, this is piss poor pathetic. Again, unable to fill up a whole stadium. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with all of you Democrats? So let's pull up some embarrassing moments here. Because, look, I love seeing when Democrats fail. And does that make me a good person? No. No, it doesn't. Now, first of all, let's talk about Jen Psaki, where she drops a joke about herself. Where she drops a joke on herself. Look at this. Jen Psaki, take it away.
Just watching tonight, the diversity of the faces, the youth in the room, the diversity of people's backgrounds is so striking and different from a couple of weeks ago. And what's also different is the overall message. I mean, Biden and Harris are speaking to the totality of the country, the multicultural.
There is diversity. There are seats that are filled, and there's a lot of seats that are not. And it's good to see representation of empty seats.
Multi-ethnic country we live in that's diverse with a big umbrella and everybody who's a part of it. And Trump and Vance speak to a tiny, tiny portion of the public. And that's a striking thing. You look at the room, but I think also in the messages we'll hear.
Yes, look at the room. Look how empty it is. I'm sorry. Look how empty the room is. It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. Well, there's seats there, but, you know, in theoretically, Jen, there should be a lot of people in that room. But now, hey, give it up for Van Jones. Give it up for Van Jones. Van Jones. Yes, this is just a short rundown of yesterday's speech. Highlights of the epic fails. Van Jones, take it away.
This is his moment tonight. It's his moment, yeah.
Yeah, Biden is known in his career as being one of the best eulogy givers at funerals. And now they're making him come and give his own career.
He has files of every eulogy.
Yeah, and now they're making him give his own eulogy at this convention. I mean,
you have to give one. It's best that you get to give your own.
Yeah, I guess. I am anxious to see how they handle it. It's a sticky wicket. I mean, he was bullied out of this race after.
Oh, they're saying the quiet part loud. He was bullied. Joe, they bullied an old man. Hell, dare I say, they've been bullying him for the last 3.5 years. Now, let's be clear here. I don't feel sorry for Joe Biden because Joe Biden is one of the architects of this neoliberal nightmare we're in. But don't you just love it when karma comes onto these politicians? He was bullied. Poor old man Biden was bullied.
After 52 years of service to the Democratic Party, and it wasn't all about his age. He was unpopular. He was going to lose. It was Afghanistan. It was inflation. It was immigration. And now, and he had to be dragged out by the fingernails. I'm sorry. This is not, so he's not here in a happy moment. Okay. I know that this yarn that's being spun in this hall that he was popular and selfless and handing on. No. It is the opposite. And everybody knows it. And yet the Democrats are engaging in this
Look at, hey, it is good to see representation of empty seats. Even the skybox, there are empty seats. It's the ghosts of empty promises.
theater of looking into cameras and saying it. So it's not.
This is his moment tonight.
It's his moment. Oh, Van Jones, you are in deep. No pull out in Joe Biden's diaper. Now, folks, hold on. I'm trying to be a better man. I really am. But then again, I realize I'm the anti-hero. I'm not the hero or the main character of this story, but I am an anti-hero. Joe Biden versus a teleprompter. If you want to see an old man fight a teleprompter, here we go, live and direct.
This decision overturning Roe v. Wade that you heard earlier tonight, the United States Supreme Court majority wrote the following, quote, women are not without electoral.
Hey, it's okay to. I'm giving you permission to laugh at this man. I am giving you full permission. All of you better start laughing because this is funny. It's funny, but it's true. Joe Biden, somebody, I think it was Hillary or maybe Kamala, decided to speed up the teleprompter.
But not allowed. Not without electoral or political power.
Oh, they're laughing. Oh no.
Quote, women are not without electoral or political power. No kidding. MAGA Republicans found out the power of women in 2022. And Donald Trump is going to find out the power of women in 2024.
Michael Phillip, women are not without electrical. That's right. Hey, you know what? Seeing a lovely lady, sparks will fly and you will feel that electricity. But you know what? Joe Biden, first time ever, saying, hey, women are not without electrical. Women, step up, speak up, shout out. And yes, Lawrence Fine, they did cheer him, stuttering and stammering. And Charlotte Martin, battery operated works better. Charlotte, behave yourself. And now, folks, wait a minute. Hold on. Do you want to see how the Michigan governor accidentally emasculates Tim Walz on DNC? That's right. She cuts off his ball sack. I know. I should be better. This segment's just, I want to show all of you this. And you know what? I'll be sharing the show notes in the description box below. You'll be able to find all these links. Because nothing's more funnier than seeing these Democrats reveal to the whole world that they're just like us, only except they're really, really stupid.
I love Tim Walz. So Tim, my daughters were saying to me, you know, he's like a male version of you, Mom. That was so
Minus
funny.
the red lip. I can see it.
But he's rocking a purple tie in honor of the Vikings and Prince. So like he's always on message.
Ish. Yeah, so in other words, Timmy boy is just the male version of her. What does that tell you about the Michigan governor? What does that tell you about the Minnesota governor? Ugh. I know. Try not to vomit in your mouth. Try not to, folks. I'm trying not to be too mean here. But then again, too, if you look in the back, you'll notice again, folks. You'll notice again. Empty seats. Now give it up for the greatest abuser of all time. No, I shouldn't say that. Give it up for Jill Biden. Jill, take it away.
weeks ago when I saw him dig deep into his soul and decide to no longer seek re-election and endorse Kamala Harris. And weeks ago,
weeks ago, she did that. Wasn't this the same person who told us to suck it up? Sort of like how she did. I mean, what? I'm sorry. I should be better. Wasn't it the same person who just told us, hey, we all got to vote for Joe? Well, give it up for also another big shill. You know, what I find funny about this person in particular, you know her, you love her. AOC. Yes, I'm this petty because I don't have to respect these Democratic politicians. But hey, AOC, you do realize that there were protesters right out in front of the DNC convention, right? Hey, AOC, are you going to be speaking to the protesters or the activists? There were a lot there. By my count, there was at least maybe 3,000 people there at max, maybe 4,000 people there, probably more than what was inside the United Center. But I want to be very clear here, AOC. You've been shilling for the Democrats and Biden, and I think I can comfortably say her transformation is complete. She is the next Nancy Pelosi. AOC is Nancy 2.0, but give it up. AOC, what do you got to say to the people?
When we knock on our neighbor's door, organize our communities.
Now, just be clear here. This is a word salad. If anybody understands what she's saying here, please type in the comment section below.
When we knock on our neighbor's door, organize our communities, and elect Kamala Harris to the presidency on November 5th, we will send a loud message that the people of this nation will not go back. We choose a new path and open the door to a new day, one that is for the people and by the people. Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless. God bless you all.
What are you cheering? What are you idiots? What are you cheering for?
Congresswoman from New York, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, electrifying the room, really holding this room in rapt attention as she spoke.
That was nothing. Now, hey, let's have democracy in the chat. You think AOC is going to be speaking to the protesters anytime between today and the final day of the DNC convention? Type 1 for yes, Kit. She's going to speak to them. They will listen and they will vote for Kamala. Type 2, man, she ain't going to go out there speaking to those people. What's wrong with you, Kit Kat? Come on, be better, be best. But hold on. One more from AOC.
Because we know that Donald Trump would sell this country for $1 if it meant lining his own pockets and greasing the palms of his Wall Street friends. And I, for one, am tired of hearing about how a two-bit union buster thinks of himself as more of a patriot than the woman who fights every single day to lift working people out from under the boots of greed.
Does anybody remember when the Biden-Harris administration prohibited the railroad workers from going on strike and the squad didn't do jack to help them out? Look, hey, Democrats, you shouldn't be cheering on this. Hey, by the way, when we're talking about fighting, 3.5 years, inflation's been really running amok. So I'm going to ask this old question. There might be a little bit of a twisty twist to it, but under the Biden-Harris administration, how's the economy been treating you? Do you think Kamala and Biden have been fighting hard to make this economic nightmare easier for you? Do you think Kamala and Biden, especially let's focus on Kamala since now she's the nominee. Do you think she's been fighting hard for you? Type 3 for yes, Kit. You just haven't been paying attention because you're an awful man. Type 4, please stop asking this question. I don't know how I'm gonna make it past tomorrow, honey child, but I gotta tell you, this economy ain't working, and I don't see Kamala fighting. But tell us again, AOC. Tell us again, one more time.
A two-bit union buster thinks of himself as more of a patriot than the woman who fights every single day to lift working people out from under the boots of greed, trampling on our way of life. The truth is, Don, you cannot love.
Robert Templeton, railroad workers, citizens of East Palestine, Ohio, citizens of Lahaina, inflation, helping us. Robert, can't argue with you there. And Johnny says, indoctrinated fools, as they all are. Break away from the two-party system. And Prim 54, every single day, WTF.
This country, if you only fight for the wealth.
Yes, Kristen, and I'm wondering about that accent too. These politicians, they're failed actors and actresses, but they landed the biggest role ever, being a corporate sellout for the corporations.
And big business. To love this country is to fight for its people.
Gee, do you think these people have been fighting for you? I don't think so. Now, hold on. This one Democrat here starts doing a chant. No, it's not show me what democracy looks like. It's not lock him up. It's called We Love Joe. Because don't you love Joe Biden? All right, Democrats. Say it loud and proud. We love you, Joe. We love Joe.
Thank you, Joe, and God bless you. We love you. We love Joe.
We love
Joe.
We love Joe.
We love Joe.
Come on.
We love Joe. Thank you all. We love Joe. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's so pathetic. Oh, it is sad, but it's funny. But hey, and this is why I love the internet. This is why I love the internet. You want to know why? Because sometimes you find more gems like this. Nancy, do you love Joe? Let's hear it. I know we're zoomed in close to her face, and I'm so sorry. But hold on, Nancy. Tell me how you love Joe.
Nancy Pelosi looked rather uncomfortable while chanting "We love Joe" during his farewell speech.
Yeah, if you love Joe, where's my martini at? Where's my martini? I need to start doing more insider trading. Damn, this whole room stinks of poor people. I hate everyone in this room because I'm Nancy. Nancy Pelosi. I am Nancy. Nancy. Hold on. I wonder what Nancy Pelosi's really thinking. Hey, let's have democracy in the chat. Type 5-4. Yes, Kit. Nancy does say it with all her heart that she loves Joe. She's just tired. It's a busy day, buddy. Stop being mean. Type 6. Nope, she can't stand the room being with people poorer than her. She's uncomfortable. She hates everybody, and she hates herself. I wonder how many sixes will be in the chat. Take it away, Nancy.
Nancy Pelosi looked rather uncomfortable while chanting "We love Joe" during his farewell speech. No wonder she felt that way, considering her role in leading the coup against him and her tensions with his advisor, Anita Dunn.
You know what?
Have you talked
I
to
have
him?
to
Is my
do
only
what I have to do.
Right.
He made the decision for the country. My concern was not about the president, it was about his campaign.
Pelosi's public comments were a major factor in Biden's decision to step away. They haven't spoken since, as the president became deeply upset with the former speaker.
Mom, Dad, don't get a divorce. We love you. I should be a more mature man. I should be. But no, I'm not going to treat these politicians with respect. Hey, give it up for Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Somehow, Joe Biden says with a straight face, we finally beat Big Pharma. Did you guys get that memo? Because the message wasn't delivered to me.
Beginning to fight for 50 years to give Medicare the power to negotiate low prescription drug prices. We finally beat Big Pharma. Beginning to fight for.
See, they finally beat Big Pharma. Speaking of also fighting, give it up for somebody else. So some random state senator states that Trump could weaponize the Department of Justice and go after his political opponents, use the FBI and other intel services, that was what Donald Trump is going to do. So somehow, you know what? I'm gonna take this down here for a second. So listen, folks, I'm gonna be serious here. This senator, this random state senator, is gonna be saying that if Trump gets into office, everyone breathe in, breathe out, calmly, breathe in, breathe out. That if Trump gets into office, it's going to be a political nightmare. That's going to be a nightmare for us all. That we're going to get a knock on the door and political police follow the orders, eat the bugs. Boy, that sounds really frightening. I hope I never see in my lifetime a sitting U.S. president go after his opponents, not only his main opponent, but also use his own political party at the federal and state level to prohibit third parties from being on the debate stage and being on the ballot. I mean, heaven forbid that a political party would actually file lawsuits to silence and suppress people. Oh, wait, Joe Biden's doing that already towards not only Donald Trump, but to RFK Jr., Dr. Cornel West, Dr. Jill Stein, Chase Oliver, and all the other people who are running for office. So not only going after Donald Trump, who's part of the Republican Party, but independents. I mean, heaven forbid that somebody with a straight face would say that while we're seeing it in real life. I mean, yes, I get it. People are afraid of Donald Trump, but seriously, grow the hell up. Here, if you don't have to believe me, watch with your own two eyes.
Donald Trump would be able to weaponize the Department of Justice to go after his political opponents. He could even turn the FBI into his own personal police force. That is not how it works in America.
But it is, because that's what's happening to Trump. And no, it's not an endorsement of Trump, because it's also happening to the third party and independent candidates. RFK Jr., Jill Stein, Cornel West, Chase Oliver. I've been seeing this before, even way before 2024. Covering midterm election cycles, how third parties and independents were targeted not only by Democrats, but by Republicans. And now we're seeing a sitting U.S. president do the same thing. Maybe I'm crazy, but this is already happening. But ladies, say it again one more time.
Donald Trump would be able to weaponize the Department of Justice to go after his political opponents. He could even turn the FBI into his own personal police force. That is not how it works in America. That's how it works in dictatorships.
Woo! But then she realizes, oh, wait, isn't Joe Biden doing that already? But hold on, it gets better. Everybody hold on to your seats, because here we go. Jake Tapper. Tap, tap, dancing along. He gives an oof punch, a serious oof punch to Joe Biden live on TV. Ooh la la, live on TV for the whole world to see. For the whole world to see. Jake, take it easy, baby.
You should note that one of the dynamics that is going on, and this is going to be a night, obviously, where there is an homage to President Biden. And we just heard Vice President Harris talk about thanking him and how important he has been to this country and to this party. But one of the issues is that for the last year, as people geared up for the 2024 race, the candidates were, in the minds of Democrats, one candidate, the Republican, who would come out and offend them, and the other candidate, their candidate, the Democrat, Joe Biden, who would come out and they would sit on the edge of their seat and hope that he didn't say something meandering or off message or...
Careful. Notice these ladies are quiet. They're staring at him. They're staring at him so like, Jake, you're stepping in something, and we're going to be quiet, and we're not going to stop you, because let's face it, corporate media, it's filled with cutthroat people. If you don't believe me, watch the TV show Succession. You'll understand what I'm referencing. These two ladies are looking at him like, say something stupid, you dummy, so we could take your seat. Because Jake is realizing that he's going to get a phone call, or some producer's going to yell in his ear saying, if you don't shut up or find a way to pull yourself out of crap aisle, You're done here, Jakey boy. You'll end up like Don Lemon. Do you want to end up like Don Lemon?
Addled. And that
Addle.
Oof. 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 Oof.
Ah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Say that again, Jakey boy. Say that again.
that he didn't say something meandering or off message or addled. And that fear about their nominee speaking is gone. Now they have somebody who, does project.
Right now, the reason why he's stuttering, it's either he's realizing that he made an oopsies and he has to clean his pants, or he's at a producer's yelling in his ear and he's still making an oopsies in his pants.
Joy, and they're not particularly subtle about how they want the message of this convention to be joy, but she does project joy with her smile and her tone and her mien, and she's not somebody that in a situation like this is going to cause Democrats that tension that we used to feel in the media and all Americans when the president would come out and speak.
Yeah, exactly. That's sort of.
Yeah. No. Sorry, folks. Sorry. No. Oh, no. Here's the real truth of it all. The Democrats have no plan. The Democrats are failing miserably. And unfortunately, all of us are stuck with them because, let's face it, we have a two-party system, but I always encourage people, break away from the two-party system. When we were there walking in Union Park, we saw a lot of activists and organizers, people of different ages, of different faiths, all saying the one thing. They're disappointed in the Democratic Party. They despise what the Democratic Party is representing. And to be clear here, I want to make this very clear. The Democrats weren't listening to us. They care not to hear our voices. They care not to hear our words. But the reason why I'm sharing these videos with all of you is because why would we want to be associated with these people? If you think I'm done yet, curb stomping the Democrats, hey, it's that rat bastard rat skin. You want to see this guy fight against electric teleprompter too? That's right, because Joe Biden made everything electric. Let's laugh at him.
Someone should have told Donald Trump that the president's job under Article 2 of the Constitution.
Uh-oh, it's not working. Hang on. We're going to rewind it. I want everyone to count how long it takes for him to give up.
Job under Article 2 of the Constitution.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Someone should have told Donald Trump.
7 seconds. Is something up your wazoo? Say something.
Someone should have told Donald Trump that the president's job under Article 2 of the Constitution is to take care that the laws are faithfully executed, not that the vice president.
Can't you do your own speeches? What happened to the old school method? Because if I'm going to do a speech, I'm not going to have electric teleprompter. I have a piece of paper. That's right. I'm old school. Old man Kit. I have a piece of paper. Read from it. All right. Here's what I got to say. La-di-da-di-da. Ra-di-da-di-da. Ha-di-ha-di-ha. Tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row. Barney got shot by a G.I. Joe. Barney went to the doctor, and the doctor said, ooh, Barney's dead. There you go. All right. Good night, folks. I'm here all day. That's all you got to do. Just make a speech, and so you don't get embarrassed like this. We don't need to be associated with the Democrats. And after this video's done, I'm going to show you a video that's only 5 seconds, but it's going to give all of you PTSD. Do you want to talk about love and thank you? Here are some great people saying thank you to Joe. Oh, hi, Hillary. What do you got to say?
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Hold on. Let's mute this. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Ha! Thank you, Joe. Hold on. Thank you, Joe. Kamala says, thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Here, you hear it in quiet now. Thank you, Joe. 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 Kit, make it stop. 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 It's okay. It's okay, folks. It's okay to laugh at these people. It's okay to laugh at these politicians. You know, after all, they don't like us. They don't think about us. They don't respect us. So why should we respect them in turn? So what can we take away from this? First of all, I want to give a huge shout out again to Due Dissidents for covering the DNC convention. You can check out their full live stream on their Rumble account. But I got to say, folks, those are just short snippets of what happened yesterday. Today is a brand new day. More epic fails. More failures by the DNC are soon in line. And I have to say again, I'm going to call this 50-50. Empties. Yeah, let's face it. It wasn't a packed stadium at the United Center. You had politicians give us the same song and dance. Meanwhile, outside, it could be argued that there were more people on the streets than there were inside the DNC convention. So I say to all the activists, organizers, people supporting third parties and independents, break away from the Democratic Party and help educate your friends, your family members, your co-workers, your loved ones, whoever you can, to break away from both the Democratic Party and Republican Party. They are not serious people, these politicians. Why would we want them when we could do the work ourselves through citizen ballot initiatives, through creating movements and organizations not connected to Washington, D.C.? If anything, let this DNC convention be the final nail in the coffin to put this Frankenstein monster of a party to rest. Should be gone and forgotten. We don't owe them anything. We don't give them any respect, and we break away because they never respected us. They don't care to hear from us. So we, in turn, should walk away, as we should, because at the end of the day, it's the right thing to do. Now, we here at Hard Lens Media will continue to cover the DNC convention, but Democrats, you're once again proving me correct. You guys are epic failures, and no matter what you do, you can never wash away the stain of embarrassment, because you guys are clowns, Democrats. You're proving it every single second of every single minute of every single hour, and this convention is proof for us all to see.